Right.
In short, we do what works for us. If it's good, we're going to do it. If it's not, then we ain't going to, right? Well, just hear me. I just got to get, I know it's going to sound scatterby, whatever, but just hear me out. So, there's one mitigating question that keeps coming up. And I always be as truthful, honest as I can because look, I suffer with this. Now watch this. Watch this. How does the meds make you feel? How the meds doing? And I always come out, excuse my third person narrating right here, but just to hear for clarification, right? And I come back, what are you talking about how it makes me feel? The medication is not for me, it's for society, for everyone else. I don't know how it makes me feel because it doesn't do anything for me. When I left her office, and after we went through whatever, blah, 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 because you know I'm getting changed from like to Abilify, supposed to be better. But anyway, hear me out. So I started to say, wait a second. Maybe that's a good thing. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah,
maybe that's a good thing that the medicines doesn't make me feel, or I can't answer that question. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that is what it's supposed to do. See, okay, all right, I can hear by that. I can tell by the tone. You almost get me. You almost get where I'm getting at. Do you?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like I don't know. It's like, well, because like right, I'm so. Yeah, maybe that's a good thing because we all know that rabbit hole. If I'm not taking them, and then I go down, and then before you know it, you see the behavior, and then when it starts, the not taking meds starts to affect me, like right before I start to go back to the hospital. So here we go. Then, but I noticed, and I tell them all the time, if you look at my charts, the time warps start, right? When I start to not, like, time lapses. Like, you know what I say, like I tell them my intake, yeah, like an hour will go by, and in reality, it'll be like 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
Right, okay. Which can explain when the bipolar takes over and we start not taking care of ourselves, not eating, because in my mind, not showering. I just took a shower yesterday, but dude, it's been 2 weeks. You feel me now?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. There we go. Now we on track. Now, so maybe that's a good thing that I don't know how the meds make me feel or make me do. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that means they're stable. You know what I'm saying? But versus if I wasn't taking them, you see what I'm saying? I will be going down that rabbit hole. Right. Do you follow what I'm getting at? Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're not, to add on to that, if you don't know exactly like the difference of what is making you feel, then it's not like a bad side effect to it. I mean, I know there's people that take medication and they don't like that it makes them drowsy, or that's an example.
Okay, yeah, I can still function in society, yes. Okay, I get it, yeah. So, okay, well, I just came to that realization, like, wow, that's a good thing, Well, heck, part 2. Okay, because there are 2 things, right? Okay, I'm telling you this because you're the therapist and we gotta have to work this out. Now, and it's kind of y'all fault. It's kind of y'all fault because remember I said that rabbit hole for values where it leads us down that. Oh my God, this we ran into a rabbit hole. Watch this. I saw a clip. I read the title. The opening article. Could I be suffering from suicidal ideation? And I'm not trying to say it right, but you kind of understand what I'm getting at. Do you hear what I said?
Yeah, you say an article and it's called "Should I Be Suffering from Suicidal Ideation?"
Yeah.
And what did you like pick up from reading this article? Like, what stood out to you?
Okay, so not necessarily suicide, meaning the rabbit hole for this particular piece didn't go that far yet to attempt suicide, but it's like the beginning stages, and I related to one of the stages. Now, the hopelessness is not the same hopelessness as, oh, feeling sorry for myself. That's where the ideation comes in. The secretiveness, the things I don't show everyone. Well, if my mom knows me better than anybody, you know what my thing is, my problem is? Remember? We'll go back in the third person. She'll always say, you know what's wrong with you? You don't like nothing. You like a grumpy old man forever. It sounds comical, right? But that's me. Yeah, and that's a symptom of the bipolar. My dad had bipolar, and I learned through my whatever that veil, that negative veil, bipolar manic depressants have. So, could that be? If you want me to stop and slow down, let me know. Okay. So that negative veil, and it's perpetuating. I'm not sure if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But okay. So we're taught. I did this video, and not trying to be alarming or whatever, right? They say, "Oh, don't get comfortable. As soon as you get comfortable, that saying, the elders grow you up." But hold up, you can't teach that kind of stuff to everybody, because in order to get comfortable, in order to sleep and grow, you need to get comfortable. So you have to like something. I don't like anything. I don't like nothing. This like married to misery. This kind of like just, I have to like, it's okay to like stuff. Now, this is where the environment comes in. Living and, I feel like crap. And then come to find out, there's nothing wrong. It's the illness. Because when I start to speak on it and someone will say, "Hey, Rodney, what's going on? What's wrong?" I can't say it. I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm fine." You ever have anything like that with any of your other patients?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Definitely with mental health disorders, but I think it can be hard for most people to even explain things that are going on in their mind. It takes time to get it out.
Well then,
and especially if you think more than you talk, you're definitely someone that has a lot of thoughts, and you like to calculate things, and you like to read, and you like to watch things. You're an intellectual person.
Okay.
From what I can tell, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think I'm searching. I'm trying to find out, Like I said before, remember? I said, okay, and as long as I know that it's wrong, meaning I know the idea of hurting myself, but as long, I forgot how I worded it at that time. But what I said to you, I was like, as me and the other therapist tugged at it, and we came to the conclusion that if I know, like if I'm afraid I'm going to hurt myself, that's actually a good sign that I'm not going to hurt myself, right?
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
Yeah. So now this article that I stumbled upon was triggering in the sense that it tapped on something that was like, wow, and it was so real. Like just the gateway of that is dangerous. Like now I feel like, and it's not alarming in the sense that, oh, I'm doomed, oh my God, no, it kind of opened my eyes and like, this is a real thing. When the therapist asks me, are you okay? They're not patronizing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I do get it. And it is a struggle every day. You see what I'm saying? Like the narrative, I'm gonna sell you the narrative. Okay? Don't send me to the board. This is for the narrative, only for the narrative. Meaning I'm conscious, I'm not playing on, okay, the narrative that I'm working on. And then, hey, okay, when stuff gets hard, I gotta write about it. It helps me escape and get it out. So, hey, I did it. I finished the piece, okay, about the character, okay? I'm gonna say character because of whatever. I don't want insurance listening to you on the other end and the guys in white coats come and take me away because this is deep. You ready? The character paid, murder for hire?
Yeah.
A character did a murder for hire on himself. You heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interest. So you're writing this?
Yeah. I already did it. It's in print. So you can't turn around. It's in print. You heard what I said? But the world needs to hear it from us, from the patient. Also, it's something that I was suffering with, and it made me feel better. Like the first therapist that got me into told me, you know what, you should write your stuff down. I was like, okay. And it is helpful, right? It is helpful. So now I had actually, in spite of it, I had a good week. Yeah. So, okay, I went in. Your turn.